Hello and welcome everybody, this is Yost Levi, came just in time for more Kingdom Hearts Dos. For those of you who don't speak Spanish, or whatever, yeah, it's Spanish. Kingdom Hearts 2. So yeah, in the last episode, we did some side quests to get money so that we could go to the beach, only to find out that some guy in a black coat stole it, but we were the only ones who saw the guy in the black coat. So either Roxas is going insane from over medication, or maybe just whatever. I keep saying I keep bringing up like he's on medication. Really, in all honesty, that's kind of the idea. It kind of has to be like the guy who came up with the idea of combining Disney and Final Fantasy has to have been on something. Because that's too ingenious of an idea to do. But anyway. So yeah, either Roxas is going crazy, or everyone, or you know, there might be something a little deeper to this that we're not seeing yet.
Hey.
Morning. Yeah, Miss Pincinolette. What the?
Huh?
Whoa. Hey, it's that girl from last episode.
Hello, Roxas.
Ooh, she already knows our name. That means you don't have to worry about making a good first impression.
I wanted to meet you at least once.
Me?
Yes, you.
And she walks away. Oh, that's my love life there.
Colette dragged me along to go shopping.
Hey, you want to come with us?
At least you don't have to worry about the restraining order, I think. No, considering that she was watching us sleep.
We'll see you later, Roxas. Okay?
I don't know. We might want to consider getting a restraining order.
Did she go to that haunted mansion?
How did you know that she went there from here? Because that area is like halfway across on the other side of town. And of course, we're gonna follow her instead of go with our friends. There's a hole in your buildings. That's another thing I just thought. There's a hole in your buildings that hasn't been fixed. But it's like the only way to this mansion, so... And by the way, the Haunted Mansion is not a reference to the Haunted Mansion ride. It's just not. It's just kind of a trick. Yeah, there's more of those nobodies, as they called them earlier. Who's they? Good question. We'll find out in good time, hopefully. One of them was played by Christopher Lee.
I don't know.
The guy who did Sauron.
Find a weapon.
Saruman. The bad guy wizard from Lord of the Rings. Saruman? It's like, yeah, here we have this. Yeah, we can't hit him again because we need the Keyblade. No, it'd be really helpful to have that thing activate right about now. So yeah, just so you know, the little hexagon pattern here, that has nothing to do with anything. That's always going to be like that. Whenever you enter important battles, you can't, to keep you from leaving the arena, they put up that barrier. This happens throughout the entire game, not just at this part. So yeah.
Not good.
And they stopped. If I were Roxas, I would swear I'm going insane. Then again, I'm not in a Japanese RPG, so...
Use the Keyblade.
At least to my knowledge, I'm not. If it turns out I am, then that kind of explains a lot. That would explain the demonic entity that keeps haunting me at night saying, "Give us the keystone." And no, that's not from any particular thing, that's just the first thing that popped in my mind. But it does sound like it comes from something, doesn't it? So right here we have another choice. Much like in the last episode, where we had our... Or not last episode, 2 episodes ago, where we had our choice of 3 items. One of 3 items to either increase our defense our offense or our magic, we have a choice yet again. Last one I chose defense. I think this affects different stats slightly. I think right now I'm going to choose magic for this one. Is wisdom important? You bet it is. You see the power of the mystic. I think this means like our magic ability will increase faster. Whereas the other one just gave us a +1. So yeah, now we got the Keyblade again. Look, the keychain has the Mickey Mouse logo. Just to let you know that each Keyblade you get in the game does have a different keychain, and you do see it, and it does actually behave with physics like what it is right now. It's actually kind of cool. So right here, we are in an area that has recently, at least to my knowledge, recently been called Dive into the Heart. This is a place that people go to when, I'm not trying to explain it. This is like inside of our heart right now. This is inside Roxas's heart. But yeah, it's right here. This is talking about leveling up. Basically, if you have trouble fighting enemies, you just level up to spend time grinding in areas, level up, fight the same enemies over and over, and yeah, I'm gonna try to do as little of that as possible because with this being an RPG, that's kind of expected. But also they also explained abilities. We're gonna ignore all that because I can explain here. So right here we have abilities. If we select this, we got Roxas, and we'll have other characters later on. And we have Defender, which is what our weapon gives us. Each weapon gives you a different ability or different attribute. And right here we have our support ability. As we level up, we get more support abilities. And as we level up certain items and equipment or certain abilities that we have that we'll later on get, we get support abilities from those. We'll see what those are later on. To equip a support ability, you must have the proper amount of AP. If you don't have enough AP, you can't equip it. This is area recovery. It takes 2 AP, so you can either hit triangle to equip it or unequip it, thus taking AP. We can hit X to, do the same thing. It's easier just to do triangle, We can't take abilities off of weapons. If you don't like a weapon's ability, don't use that weapon. That's all I can say. One thing I will say, I do not like that the ultimate weapon in this game, the Ultima Keyblade, that's what it's called, has it's like MP Hastiga, which is really good if you use magic a lot, but at the same time, it could be a lot better. You could do a lot more with it. So right there, they were giving us some more instructions on some other stuff. I'm gonna show off here in a sec. Be careful. I'm actually not sure if I should even be talking during this part, just because it's supposed to be a shadowy voice talking. So yeah, I guess I won't read those parts out loud anyway. From here on, when your HP becomes 0, it's game over. Make sure to restore HP when your HP gets low. There's I've mentioned a couple episodes ago, 2 episodes ago, the ways you can increase HP. By fighting enemies and defeating them, they drop HP orbs or green orbs. They also drop yellow, quote-unquote yellow orbs, or these little diamond-colored, gem-colored orbs. These little diamond-looking things that is money, and they drop these blue little bubble-looking things that's for MP. And they also drop items and stuff like that. Also, another way to recover both HP and MP is stepping into a save space. You don't have to save, but it will automatically heal you. Not instantly, it does take some time, but yeah. And leaving a world, coming back will heal you. Completing a world, being a final boss of a world will fully heal you. There's auto reload. We'll get into what that is. Auto reload basically means they talked about here, if we hit L1, excuse me, we have shortcut items. Right now we have circle set to potion. So if we hit circle, we'll use a potion right there. Otherwise, we have to go down, press X, and do that. Press X again to use the potion. When you do the same with magic, as we get more magic, we press X to access the magic menu, and then we cycle through magic, and yeah. That can get really annoying considering that we had to hit X twice to use this. So we can set it to shortcuts. The way we do that is we go into Customize. Go into our character, and right here we have Auto Reload. For magic we have like a MP Rage or MP Regain regen, which we can turn this on, hit triangle to its AT, and for magic we'll get a different symbol. And basically what magic is it's if you turn it off for the magic, if you're about to run out of magic, it won't use it, I think. It won't let you use it if you're about to run out of magic. But if you have it on, it lets you use it. So yeah, real quick, so we got the Station of Serenity right here. It says we're in Twilight Town, but technically we're not. Like I said, Dive into the Heart became the name of this place later, and it's actually the name of the song that we're hearing right now. You notice right down here we have this pillar we're on, and we actually see this stained glass looking thing that shows us Sora, Kairi, Riku, Donald, and Goofy. And it's like an ocean in the background? Yeah, I think that might be Destiny Islands. Got the Station of Calling here, which shows us the same picture here, the same image here, but what's up here? Ooh, got more enemies. Right there, we got health orbs right here, and we got money right there. Just wanted to show those off more properly. Normally, later on, I'm not sure if it's these guys in particular, if it's other... Okay, just kind of don't want to say anything else. Anyway. So we've got the same image here, but it's painted green. Right there, we just picked up an item. Sometimes you get potions, sometimes you get gems, stones, and other kind of stuff that we'll use for something called synthesis, which we'll get into much later. It's not like towards the end of the game, but more like we're not going to get into it for a while now. I mean, like I said, this is a 3-hour tutorial essentially, and we're only about an hour in. It's right there, we got a potion. So, one thing, why do we auto-reload potions? Well, during combat, you can only use one item. If you have it set to your shortcut, and you use the item, it uses it. Done. You gotta reselect it to go back in. You gotta go back into your menu, go to customize, go here, go to circle, or square, or triangle, select potion again. That's if you have auto reload on or off. If you have auto reload on, it'll automatically reload it for you. Hence the name auto reload. So whenever we hit circle, we'll use up a potion, and while we won't be able to use it during that combat, we won't have to worry about reloading it. It can be useful to turn it off if you don't want your allies to heal you, or because it's on an individual character basis. It's on a character by character basis. Ouch. One thing I really like to do with characters that use reversals, I like to strafe behind them and start attacking them and strafe again, because it almost always lets you use reversal a second time. So right here we have the same thing but red. So yeah, let's one quick thing, can't access menu right here. During battles, you can't access your menu. They give you a lot of shortcuts to use throughout the games, like bypass certain things. Like you can change your party mid-combat, but you gotta do it through a command here. One thing I might go ahead and mention. An alternate that you could do instead of pressing X for the item is just hit left on the or right on the D-pad. And right there, I just almost used it. And also, if you want to go back to the attack, just rapidly tap circle until it lets you go back. So right there, we could use it on rocks. It'll give us an option of who we want to use it on. The shortcut doesn't. The shortcut, you can only use it on yourself. Yeah, so just keep that in mind. We go through this door. I never noticed this, but like all the platforms here are the same. The first one I believe in, or they're all different. It's kind of weird they did that. So right here we have our first major boss fight. I can't remember what this guy is called, but this is basically the counterpart of the first boss you fight in Kingdom Hearts 1, which we saw in one of the cutscenes episodes here ago. So yeah, right here we're going to need to use action commands to fight him, and we don't even get a hit on him before. So here we're trapped in a very compromising position, and we need to find some way out. Nothing seems to be working. Oh, he's examining us. Getting ready to punch us. And triangle! Key counter. Still can't react, so let's see how he moves from here. And, Lunar Assault. So you're starting to see how the reaction command works. It's dynamic. And where'd he go? So we need to find him. Oh, uh-oh. Ooh. That doesn't look good. He's gonna spirit bomb us. There we go. Break raid. We toss our keyblade. So basically, reaction commands are necessary for boss fights, not for regular fights, but they are a way to make you look cooler. And now we can actually start damaging this guy. Fortunately, we have no way of seeing how much health he has, so we just kind of have to. Right here we have a reversal. And looks like I had some slowdown. One thing I want to emphasize here, I'm playing this on an emulator, not a capture card. So there's a lot of stuff that doesn't appear right because the emulator is only able to render so much based on your computer. And I have a pretty good computer, but for some reason, and I want to go ahead and emphasize this, with the right settings, this game looks exactly like it did, actually a little better than what it does on the PC. It doesn't quite look like it's HD, but it looks a lot better. I'm gonna have to use a potion. There's no problems with the game normally. For some reason, I guess I changed my settings or something. I have to go in there and fix my settings to try to get things not to appear like the little white line that appears on the hand when it's selecting stuff, or getting the minimap to show. I don't know what's going on that's not letting it show. Yeah, right here we can't use shortcuts, so that kind of sucks. Yeah, it's kind of do the same thing we did before. And Lunar Assault! And I believe we just gotta wait for this. There we go. It's faster this time. And Break Raid! I'm trying to remember now off the top of my head. I believe most boss fights don't feel this repetitive. And I know we've only done that twice, but like we're gonna be doing this, I think, at least 1 or 2 more times. Yeah, in most boss fights. I guess I am playing this on beginner mode. One thing I don't think I've mentioned, I'm playing this on beginner mode primarily so we don't have to grind as much, and primarily because certain boss fights in the game make me want to just find the nearest living thing, strangle it to death, and use the body of that said living thing to strangle another living thing, in which I'll use that one while still alive, mind you, to strangle another thing, killing two things at once, and then strangle yet another living thing, bury all the bodies, using that Necronomicon to bring it back to life, and then repeat the same process, except adding a few squirrels here and there. The fact that I was able to keep that as well as I did kind of shows you how I feel about those boss fights. It's like
Roxas,
just like 2 or 3, and
do you remember your true name?
you have to fight them,
Say no
and I
more,
hate them so
But
much.
if no one tells him, Roxas will...
It's best.
2 in
to
particular,
truth.
and I
Hey,
really,
you're that
really
pickpocket.
hate a particular one of them, primarily for the personality of the boss, but also for the actual fight itself.
Whoa.
But yeah, so we got saved by Naminé, it seems,
How's this?
and it looks like we. What?
How about one more, you know?
What's that for?
Keepsake.
Those freaks
Oh,
in
yeah.
jumpsuits are
That's
cool,
right.
You know?
Cakewalk.
What were those things?
Outsiders, that's what.
I can't remember the orange shirt guy. Can't remember his name.
I might have to
But I
take
hate
disciplinary measures.
Keeps saying
Cypher's
you
always
know.
looking after the town,
Hmm.
you know?
Shut up. At least with Fu, she only says a few words. And Vivi so far is the most likable character that group, but that's only because he doesn't say anything.
The tournament tomorrow.
We'll be waiting, you know?
Seriously, he has like 4 lines of dialogue through the entirety of the game. I guess if you don't talk to him like when you're allowed to roam, but still, he has like 4 lines of dialogue, and at least.
So you hung
I'm
out
sorry, I
with
just really don't like Cypher or anyone.
It's not like
I just want to punch Cypher in the face.
Oh yeah. How was the beach? Wasn't that today?
We didn't go. It wouldn't be the same without you, right?
I don't feel
Sorry.
guilty for chasing after that girl.
Hey,
I was really hoping to,
How about we
get.
go
I
to
was really
Rome?
hoping to get
we could get those
get lucky with
pretzels
her and stuff. But no,
I
that
promised.
it would have been worth it. It would have been worthwhile if I did. But
Oh,
then she also lives in that haunted mansion, so it might be a ghost. So I guess maybe that wouldn't be worth
You
it.
and I have to make the finals. That way.
I mean, I guess unless you're a Ghostbuster,
okay. You're on. You two are gonna clean up.
Go get him.
unless you're Dan Aykroyd in that one scene from Ghostbusters. Those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, well, let's try to keep this at least a little bit family friendly.
I'm out of here.
But if you need to know, go watch Ghostbusters yourself. You'll understand. For those of you who do know, just laugh along with me at the and then just kind of wallow in sorrow as you realize how crazy Dan Aykroyd's gotten.
Was that nominee made of data?
No. Naminé hijacked the data herself. Look what she's done now. She's totally beyond my control.
Calm down.
It doesn't matter. As long as Naminé accomplishes her goal, we need to worry about what befalls Roxas.
I believe that's Christopher Lee. That his name. I mean, I think I mentioned. If I didn't mention this episode, I mentioned the last episode. I'm doing all these episodes together, so it's kind of hard to keep track of what I said during what. Yeah, that's Chris. For those of you who don't know, that's Christopher Lee. You don't know who that is. If you don't know who that is by name, he is Saruman the White in Lord of the Rings. I hope I'm saying the name right. I can never remember which is which, Sauron or Saruman. think Sauron's the big bad, the giant eyeball thing in Lord of the Rings. Apparently a god or something like that. I don't know. I don't know the expanded lore stuff from that. It's weird. I have trouble getting into Lord of the Rings to begin with.
Lead me into everlasting darkness.
Sora! Forget it. There's no way you're taking Kyrie's heart.
Hey, they finally fixed that part of the memory glitch. She hugged the Heartless. Huh. For those of you that are kind of confused of why she did that, between that scene and the scene where Sora fought Riku, Sora became Heartless so that he could save Kyrie, and so yeah, there's a little section where you're actually playing as a little Shadow Heartless. It's actually quite fun. I remember playing that. Yeah, so she hugs him and he becomes human again, which is weird because a Heartless is made when someone loses their heart, and they become a Heartless, or their heart becomes a Heartless.
Right. Promise.
It gets really weird because in the first game, it's like whenever someone loses their heart, they become a Heartless, hence the name. But in this game, they kind of changed that. Sort of. I can't really explain yet. I can't really explain yet why, because that's a bit of a spoiler and it kind of has no meaning right now until we actually get to the point where it would actually matter. And by that point, they kind of explain it too, but it feels a little bit retconny with that, but I can kind of work with it. But yeah, so here we are about to start a struggle tournament. What is struggle? Well, it's basically hit people with foam swords until balls fly out of them. Then collect their balls. That's right, you gotta collect other people's balls. That is, I believe they even call them balls. And no, they didn't mispronounce Cypher's name. There's actually a character named Setzer. And he's got groupies. Oh my god, and he looks like Mother effing Gary Oak. I don't know why that's just the first thought that comes to my mind. Mother effing Gary Oak.
Regular finalist and head of the Twilight Disciplinary Committee, Cypher.
Disciplinary Committee?
Who knew he'd make it so far this year? Vivi! An underground
Everyone's favorite little black mage.
problem. Hayner! It's his first trip.
He has an attitude problem? It didn't seem like he had much of one.
Who happens to be my absolute
Well, I guess he kind of has to have a
Roxas!
personality to have an attitude. That's kind of my one complaint. They don't really give the side characters a lot of personality, which I guess kind of makes sense because they're this is such a.
Trophy! And a chance to take on our defending champion, Setzer.
So yeah.
Long now, folks. I suggest our challengers go over the official struggle rules before we begin.
I think they forced you to read the rules. But anyway, I think I'm gonna end. Yeah, I'm gonna end the episode here for now. So in the next episode, we're going to be going to into the struggle tournament, and hopefully we'll have lots of fun with that. Real quick, while the game's saving and while we still have I guess not a whole lot of extra time, but I'm gonna go ahead and I believe the rules are right here. Battle ends when all the participants' orbs have been stolen. Not true. The battle ends when time runs out, or if all of the opponent's orbs have been stolen. Both players start off with equal amounts of orbs. I believe it's like 100 each, and you just basically beat the snot out of each other. If you run out of HP, you lose. Feed all your opponent's HP for a big opportunity. So yeah, if they lose all their HP, you can actually deal massive damage to them. If you run out of HP, you lose. Kind of an unfair advantage there. But yeah, this is the contestants. Not quite detailed enough to read who's who. Oops. Let me see what else. I think that's all the rules. Yeah, basically you fight the enemy, they drop their orbs, you pick them up, and whoever has the most orbs at the end of the round, or whoever has all the orbs at the end of the round, wins. Pretty simple as that. So yeah. But anyway, with all that said, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the episode off here. So the next episode we'll enter the Struggle Tournament, and hopefully we'll have fun. But until then, I'll see you guys later.